the mood swings. Like, I could not believe that I was that person, that I become that person. But that person is gone now, and Ileka is back, and I am feeling like me again, and my kids noticed it. Hey, I'm Ileka. I'm a mom of 4 who lost 120 pounds through the ketogenic diet, exercise, and mindset changes. And I've helped thousands of women do the same thing. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about my journey to heal. It's about me becoming whole again. If you've seen my video on PTLS, which is post-Tubal Ligation syndrome, this video is is how that story concludes. It's essentially me getting my tubes untied. I did it, and I'm so happy I did. I'll go into how I feel and everything, but let me go into what happened. So first, okay. So a few months ago, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna finally do this. And this was after years ago I'd signed up, I'd gotten approved, and was going to go through with it, and then just decided not to because I was nervous, right? I was scared. And so I just continued to suffer. And then I think at some point this year it was just like enough is enough. And so I found these Facebook groups that were talking about post-Tubal Ligation syndrome and getting your tubes untied, and talked to all these women, and they were doing it, and they were saying that their lives were changing and they felt so much better. And I was like, I need that. I decided I was going to do it. So here's what I did. I decided to choose Rio Bravo, which is in Mexico. I decided to do it. So we set everything up. I paid the full amount. I went and talked to my sister-in-law and brother-in-law and a few of our other friends who are our kids' godparents, and I said, hey, can you guys watch the kids? Can you guys set this up for us? And I called my sister to help and everything. We got so much help, right? Our family really stepped in and had our backs, right? By the way, I call my friends our family too, because we've known each other for 20 years, most of them. So anyway, so we got that set up, right? Day of the surgery. We get up like 4 a.m. We head to drop the kids off at our in-laws' house, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law's house, and then we head to the airport. We get to the airport. I am freaking out, right? First of all, I'm in a mask. I'm in like the cover thing, the face shield. I'm wearing so many clothes, I don't know why, and I am freaking out, and I'm also having anxiety. So we get to like the what is it, the check-in, the security area, right, at the airport. All right, so we are here, and I must admit I had a full-blown anxiety attack when we were leaving. When we got to the airport, we were going through security, and I just I don't know, just kind of freaking out by the fact that this is actually happening, and just got nervous, and whew. So anyway, I'm ready. Still a little nervous, but no longer have an anxiety attack. I mean, I was sweating. Someone had to help me like get out my passport and everything. It was ridiculous. But I'm ready now, feeling better, and we're about to get in the shuttle off to the hospital. All right, we stopped by the store, so we get some essentials. That's gonna be saltines, ibuprofen, and water. And once we got to McAllen, the shuttle picked us up, and we drove to Mexico, right? It was a 15-minute drive from McAllen. So we drove to Mexico, to Rio Bravo, straight to the hospital. We stopped and took pictures along the way. I took pictures of the ride. You can see it. All right, we are going to take a picture in front of the statue, in front of the sign in the city of Mexico. We're so excited. And I think it's Reynosa. And we got there, and I was nervous still. So we get to the hospital, and it's not anything to write home about. Like, it almost looked like an apartment building or like a boarding house. It didn't look like what I was expecting it to look like. Just arriving at the clinic, heading on up to get all checked in and everything. I'm really excited and nervous. All right, we are finally in the room and we've got, I'm about to get in the bed. I'm gonna show you guys the room in a second, but it was a smooth trip here. Other than, you know, my hair sweated out, but that was because of the anxiety attack earlier. But everything else is looking, you know, normal. I mean, or not normal, but not like we see it in the US, but it's what I expected because I'd watched enough videos and listened to enough ladies tell me what the experience was like. So I wasn't, it actually is a little better than what I expected, honestly. So I'm ready. You know, now it's just kind of waiting until tomorrow for the surgery. Oh, thank you. All right, so this is the room. That's the bed and my beautiful hospital gown. Phone. This is where I'm sure they'll have like saline drips or whatever. Got a chair and they gave us 2 remotes. One's for the TV, one is for the heat. And then soap, toilet paper, and a couple of towels. And here are the 2 couches. A little table. I mean, this is kind of what I expected. And then the bathroom. I haven't gone in yet, but all right. So it's a bathroom. It's a shower, and then el baño. But again, I'm in America, right? And so our hospitals are these massive, tall, you know, huge 20-story buildings or whatever. And, you know, there's so many like extra like technology and tools and elevators and all this extra stuff that that's what I'm used to. So when I go here, I'm like, okay, shoot, did I make the wrong decision? But I had to remember that other women had told me that this is what it looked like. So I was like, okay, I'm calm. They take us to our room. None of the nurses spoke English. So again, I was a little nervous still, but then I was like, okay, that's fine. I already knew this was gonna happen, right? So we get to our room and we're just in our room for that night, right? It was a Friday. My surgery was on Saturday. So we were just in our room all day Friday. Hey, so one tip everybody was telling me is bring snacks, right? Because you're gonna get hungry or, you know, especially if you don't want to go outside and continue to grab food. So my go-tos, I brought my pickles, right? Just in case I need them for electrolytes. And plus I love pickles to snack on. I have my salt and vinegar almonds. These are a game changer and a lifesaver. So good. And then I have my other almonds, 2 kinds that I actually got sent to me. So I was like, I might as well bring them from KETO Farms. And I've tried these nacho ones before and they are really good. It's like nacho cheddar cheese with like different mixed nuts. And then they got a candied one. I haven't tried that before, so I'll try that too. Maybe, I mean, it depends on how hungry I am, right? And then I've got my go-to pack that I bring with me everywhere. So it's got some bevy in it for hunger and cravings. It's got my superfood in it. It's got, what does it have? Some electrolytes in it from Ultra. I've even got like a couple of granola bars in here, some keto granola bars. So just some things to hold me over in case I need it. I always bring too much so that I can just keep it in my bag, you know, for the next time I travel. But yeah, I like to make sure that this is full because the tip is, and the main thing is, because you know I always have to talk about health and fitness on every video. So the main thing there is to be prepared. The one thing you don't want is to find yourself hungry and then you have nothing to get. So now you're out getting like regular chips or Doritos or, you know, whatever, right? So you want to have those snacks prepared. So that's why I got these. We had dinner. The nurses went and got us tacos for dinner. We ate dinner and we just stayed in the room. I was like working. I was like putting together meal plans and stuff for my clients because that's just who I am. I'm like, well, let me just get some work done since I'm not doing anything. And we were just there. And then the next day I had to wake up. I took a shower real fast because I was like, let me just take a shower before the surgery because I know that the day, you know, after or that the rest of that day I wouldn't be able to take a shower. So I was like, I'm gonna take a shower. Took a shower, and then like got in the bed. They put my IV in, and it was time to go. All right, so it's 6 a.m. on surgery day, and I just got my IV,
and they did an EKG on me. Before that, I took a quick shower. It was a very cold shower. But you know what? The hot water wasn't working, but you know what I look at? It's all about the finish line, right? It's all about getting healthy. It's all about, you know, turning around that PTLS. And that's what's important to me, not how warm or cold my shower is. So I was freezing, but I just did it quickly and moved on. So now I've got the IV and I'm getting ready for surgery. And I'll be honest, I am very nervous. No, I won't even say a little bit nervous. I'm nervous. Like, I'm not usually this nervous before surgery, I don't think. No, yes I am. Like right before, I'm always pretty nervous. So yeah, I'm just praying everything works out well, everything comes out okay, and I'm praying that I feel like me again. That's really what it's all about.
So what was funny was during this process, you know, my husband, he was nervous, I was nervous, but once they like wheeled me in, they kind of did everything kind of quickly. Once they wheeled me into the operating room, I didn't feel as nervous, because also the doctor had come and talked to me, and he sat with me and he said, you know, asked what questions I had, like literally sat there for like 20 minutes having conversations, right? Telling me what to do, what I needed to do, what to think about, all this stuff. And it was just so like relaxing and easy that he made me feel at ease. And he's like joking and stuff like that. We were just talking, you know, and I felt at ease. So when we were, when it was time for me to get my surgery, and he's like putting some stuff on my feet, and then somebody put like some medicine in my hand, I was like, okay, like I wasn't like nervous. And then they put whatever medicine they put in my hand, I think I passed out. I like fell asleep. I have no clue what happened, but my husband recorded it. So while I'm sitting there with my you know, my IV, apparently like after they put the medicine in, they gave me an epidural, and I just took the epidural with no problem. Well, I won't say with no problem. They said I was moving so much, and so they had to like, you know, like put me to sleep a little bit even more so that I could do the epidural. But I don't remember any of that.
This is so much easier. I don't even know what happened.
You're doing a lot of moving.
Am I right now?
No, you were.
During that epidural?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm such a jerk. I thought I was sleeping.
Well, you were eventually. They had to knock you out.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know. I don't remember anything past, like, I remember he put something in my hand.
Then afterwards I went and they did the surgery, and my husband was in the room, so he's recording bits and pieces of surgery, and I'm going to show you guys what he recorded so that you can see it. So you saw me saying like all this random stuff, right? Apparently I told him I was on Access Hollywood. I told him I had a YouTube channel. I told him I lost weight. Like, I guess I was doing a whole YouTube video while I was in there, completely high on whatever it is they gave me.
So I'm in the middle of the surgery and it feels fine. I'm not in any pain at all. There's a little bit of pressure, but it's less than C-section pressure. And I just feel like it's something that I'm just so happy I did this. I don't feel nervous. I literally feel like I feel fine. I feel good, you know, and blessed. And I thank God that I was able to do this. And I feel like I'll be back to me again really soon. So I am so thankful for this. Still can't believe that my husband gets to be in here watching me and with me through this entire process. Doctors are great, everybody's been so great, and I am feeling awesome. And I cannot wait to get back to me again. But I can't exercise for 2 months, so you all know how hard that's going to be for me. But he said I can ride the bike, so that's good. So I'm going to ride the bike, and I mean, obviously I'm not giving out any advice for high.
After the surgery, I went back to the room and I was just chilling. Like, it was cool. I had no issues. I wasn't in a ton of pain. They gave me some medication. I think after a couple of hours, I did feel it was painful. So they gave me like a shot of something, but they actually put the shot in the IV and I felt fine. Like, I've had 4 C-sections and this was nothing compared to a C-section, right? So I was like, no big deal. And I've got kind of a high tolerance for pain, I assume, or I've been told. So it wasn't like overly tough, right?
I just got a surgery, like literally just got out. I look a hot mess, I'm sure. But I feel good. I don't feel fine. I don't feel bad. I mean, of course the pain hasn't kicked in yet because I'm still on pain medication. But like, I feel like okay. Like, I almost feel like I could run a mile, but I can't move my legs yet. But I just know that this was the right decision. I'm so happy I made it. I'm so happy we made it because I didn't make it alone. I clearly could not have done this had I not had my amazing husband with me. So I'm so thankful to him as always.
And then they just, gave me my medicine every 6 hours. I was on antibiotics and I was fine. My husband and I, after the surgery, we sat there, we got on Zoom with our friends and we were like having like a Zoom party, laughing and playing music and stuff, all while we're sitting there in the hospital room, because they had pretty good Wi-Fi. So we're like Zooming and joking and laughing and having a good time, and I'm not in any pain. I'm fine.
We have amazing family and friends that have our backs and that are taking care of our kids while we are away. So blessings, right? And just feel so blessed to have that. But I'm still excited. I still feel great. The food has been amazing. The doctors have been amazing. The nurses have been amazing.
It was a really good experience. Here's the thing. So after we left the hospital, right? So the next day, right, Sunday, we left. It was time to head on home, right? But we get a message that our plane was canceled. Our flight was canceled because of some craziness.
Hey guys, so I am feeling a lot better. They gave me some medication, some pain meds in my IV, and I'm sleepy, but I definitely feel a million times better. So we just found out that our flight was canceled. So our flight going back was canceled. So we're gonna have to stay one more day in the hotel in McAllen, Texas. But you know what? That happens sometimes. There's a major snowstorm or ice storm or whatever going across the US.
So that's happening, right? So we go to a hotel. Our plan was to leave the hospital on Sunday, go to the hotel on Monday, and on Sunday, go to the hotel and stay overnight on Monday. Monday morning we'd leave and head on back home. But that plan changed because of, I guess, some crazy weather or something they were having in Texas, and now we were delayed. So that was our trip, right? We were delayed, and so now we had to stay for 3 or 4 days. We had to get a rental car. It was a whole thing. So we decided to make the best of it. We were, we went to Walmart, we got some food, got some things that we could actually eat. We went out to breakfast so that we can get power because we had no power in the hotel.
All right, so Texas, day 3, I think. Yeah, we got here on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. This is really tough for me. So right now we have been out of power for 2 days, and we are going from place to place, like breakfast place to breakfast place, to see if they have space, what the wait is, but then also to see if there's somewhere for us to plug in. And this is not easy for me because normally I'm a get up and go person, and my husband has to go in and do all these. So keep you updated.
So we went out to breakfast for power. We went out to lunch so we could be somewhere with power, and we would plug our phones in and our computer in wherever we were at to eat. Then we went to a mall. There was a mall with power and a Starbucks, so we plugged in. We stayed there for hours,
All right, so we've come to the mall. I've got Starbucks, and we are charging all of our cords. So you can see the laptops, you can see the phones charging. I even got my portable charger charging. Like, we are going for it, just sitting here. Since we have no power at the hotel, we had to come to Starbucks and charge everything. And also we get some heat in here too. It's at the mall. We got heat, we got chargers. What else do we need, you know? Right, trying to think positively.
So that's kind of what we did. And then we found out that Houston was flying again. So we drove 5 hours from McAllen to Houston in our rental car, dropped that bad boy off, and we flew home.
Hey, so we booked out of the hotel this morning. Found a flight out of Houston that leave tonight. Houston is 5 hours away, but we were like, we're going. So, because our flight would be in 2 more days, and we were like, we just want to get home. Plus, we're tired of freezing in the bed every night in the dark because we have no power, right? We've been out of power since Monday. This is not a fun situation. So, I know I'm smiling, but it was not fun. So, we got out of there, and we are headed to Houston now, and we'll be catching our flight to head home. I am so excited. I cannot wait to see my babies. All right, we are somewhere in Texas, still on the way to Houston. We're about 2.5 hours from Houston. Everywhere we stop to try and go to the bathroom, there are no bathrooms at work. And then we're stopping to get gas every chance we get, like just topping off. We'll be at 3/4 of a tank and we're topping off to full tank, because from what we hear, there's no gas in, like, on the way to Houston. Like, so we're just doing what we can to like maintain and try and get there so we can see our kids. Oh my goodness, this is the craziest experience I've ever had, seriously. All right, so we finally made it to Houston Airport, and we're in the lobby waiting for the wheelchair assistants to take us through. I can walk, but it is, the distance that you have to walk in the airport is tough, and I'm already kind of sore, so the wheelchair assistance is the best option, especially after the surgery. So I just want to, you know, anybody's looking to get it, definitely get the wheelchair assistance. You don't want to walk through the airport after this.
Very little to no pain. Like, I was feeling fine. I was taking my medicine every 8 hours, I think it was, which was like a ibuprofen or, you know, that type of thing. Taking it every 8 hours and just moving forward. I felt okay. I didn't feel like I was struggling. I didn't feel like I was in pain. And here's the real thing, right? And it's been about 2 weeks since the surgery at this point. I feel amazing. Like, I'm feeling back to me again. I'm feeling like myself again. Like, it's crazy. Like, I am not, like, I haven't had the mood swings. And I was like, well, maybe it's placebo, right? Like, my husband and I, we were like, it's placebo, you know. It's just like, since I had the surgery, I'm just thinking I don't feel that way. But I'm noticing differences, like, with everything. I even had, sorry, TMI, I even had my period since then, and it wasn't as heavy, and it was shorter, right? I was having these 7-day, full-blown crazy periods. And this one was 4 days, and it was lighter. So, I mean, I'll see what happens next month, and I'll give an update on that. But if you want to hear an update on my period, right? But it was like, it wasn't bad at all, and it wasn't painful. I felt fine, you know. The other thing is, so my moods are better, right? My period's better. I kind of feel like me again. I'm moving better. I don't feel like I have, like, how do I explain it? I'm not here and here, you know, like way crazy 1 second, like screaming at everyone, and then fine the next. Like, that's something that I didn't share a lot of. And I talked about in the video on PTLS, the mood swings. Like, I could not believe that I was that person, that I become that person. But that person is gone now, and Ileka is back, and I am feeling like me again. And my kids noticed it, and my husband's noticed it, and now he's like, maybe it's not placebo, because you know. So I'm gonna report back in like a month, you know, to see if it is placebo or if I am actually this new me now, if I am actually this person who is healthy and doesn't have mood swings and isn't crazy and has a regular period. Like, we will see what happens, you know, as this month goes, because if I'm still feeling like this in a month, then I'm like, this thing has worked. Like, that is what I needed. I needed to be me again, and that is how I feel. So I wanted to report that to you guys. Since I told you about PTLS, I'm showing you what my surgery was, and now I'm showing you how I'm feeling. So thank you guys for watching. I'll definitely keep you updated in like a month or so to see where I am. And, you know, keep checking out my other videos as well. And if you're having trouble on your journey, definitely go to my website and download my free guide and check out my membership, my Keto Mommy Makeover membership program. All right, because I know it can help anyone achieve their goals. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to watch my mom's next video.
Oh,